Welcome to my channel.
The night I stopped being the nice guy I didn't mean to find out. That's the part people never believe. They think you were snooping, digging, looking for something to be wrong. But the truth is, sometimes the truth just lands in front of you. That night I was sitting in the kitchen, waiting for Ava to finish getting ready. We were supposed to go out. Nothing fancy. Just dinner, maybe a walk after. It had been a while since we'd spent time together without her. Checking her phone every 5 minutes. Her laptop was open on the table. I wasn't even looking at it. Not until the notification appeared. Same time tonight? I'll be waiting. I froze. At first, it didn't fully register. My brain tried to place it somewhere harmless. A co-worker. A friend. Something normal. Then I saw the name. Ethan. Her manager. My stomach dropped. Like I had missed a step on a staircase. I told myself not to jump to conclusions. I actually said it out loud. Don't be stupid. I muttered. But my eyes didn't move away from the screen. The message stayed there for a few seconds before fading, and in those few seconds, something shifted. When Ava walked back into the room, she looked perfect. Too perfect for a casual dinner. Black dress. Light perfume. That careful kind of effort she used to make only for special occasions. You ready? She asked, smiling. I looked at her. Really looked. Yeah, I said. Almost. I waited until she turned away again. Then I looked at the laptop. The chat was still open. I shouldn't have clicked it, but I did. And just like that, everything changed. I wish I could say it was just flirting. WASN, single quotes T. It was worse because it was consistent. Weeks of messages. Not just late-night texts, but everyday conversations. Inside jokes I wasn't part of. Little details about her day that she used to tell me. Plans. Actual plans. After your shift, same place. Missed you today. Next time. Don't make me wait that long. I kept scrolling. Even though I already knew enough. And then I saw it. The message that made my chest go completely numb. Liam has no idea. He trusts me way too much. I stared at my own name like it belonged to someone else. Liam. Too trusting. I didn't even feel angry at first. Just stupid. I closed the laptop slowly, like I was afraid of making noise, even though I was alone. When Ava came back, I was still sitting there. You okay? She asked. Yeah, I said. And somehow, that was the easiest lie I've ever told. I didn't confront her. Not that night. Not the next day either. For 3 days, I said nothing. And those 3 days told me everything I needed to know. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. The patterns. The little lies. The way she smiled at her phone. A smile I hadn't seen directed at me in months. The extra shifts. The sudden need to stay late. The way she'd angle her screen away from me just slightly. Like a reflex. It was all there. I had just been choosing not to notice, because noticing would mean losing something I wasn't ready to let go of, or maybe I just didn't want to admit that I wasn't enough. That's what it felt like. If I'm being honest. Not anger, not even betrayal at first. Just replacement. Like I had quietly become background noise in my own relationship. On the 4th day, she brought it up casually. Hey, Friday, there's this event at work. she said. Kind of a private thing. Staff and close guests? I nodded, pretending to be half-focused on my phone. Okay. They're letting us invite someone, she added. You should come. I looked up. Why? She smiled. Because you're my boyfriend, she said. And I don't want you thinking I'm hiding anything. That almost made me laugh. Not because it was funny, but because of how perfectly ironic it was. Yeah, I said slowly. I'll come. Good, she said. Relieved. That word stuck with me. The night of the event. I got there early. Not by accident. I needed time to decide exactly how I wanted this to end. The venue was a rooftop lounge above the restaurant. Soft lights, quiet music, people dressed just nicely enough to make it feel important. I blended in easily. Ordered a drink. Watched. When Ava arrived. She spotted me quickly. Her face lit up. That same smile. The one that used to mean something. You came early, she said, walking over. Yeah, I replied. Thought I would. She leaned in, kissed my cheek. Everything looked normal. Convincing. Perfect. Even. To anyone else. About an hour into the night, someone from management grabbed the microphone. Before we wrap things up, he said, we've got a little highlight reel from this year, some memories, some behind-the-scenes moments. A small screen behind the bar flickered to life. People turned their attention toward it. And that's when I moved. I had already talked to the technician. Earlier. Told him I had a short clip to add, something special. He didn't ask questions. He just handed me control. The video started like any other. Clips of the teen. Laughter. Work moments. Celebration. Ava relaxed next to me. I could feel it. Then it shifted. Not abruptly. Just enough to make people pay attention. A screenshot. Then another. And another. Messages. Clear. Readable. Undeniable. The tone in the room changed instantly. Confusion. First. Then recognition. Then silence. I didn't look at the screen. I looked at her. Ava's body went still. Her breathing changed. Liam? She whispered. I didn't respond. More messages appeared. Her words. His words. Their plans. Their jokes. And that one line. Liam trusts me too much. Someone behind us said, oh shit. No one laughed. No one moved. I finally spoke. Quietly. Only to her. I guess you were right, I said. She turned to me, eyes wide, already filling with panic. What are you doing? She whispered. I held her gaze. Fixing that, I said. I didn't stay for the end. Didn't need to. The damage wasn't the point. The truth was. As I walked toward the exit, I could hear voices rising behind. Me. Questions. Accusations. Her name. His name. But it all sounded distant, like it belonged to another. Life. My phone started vibrating. Before I even reached the elevator, I didn't check. It didn't need to. I already knew what it would. Say. Explanations. Apologies. Excuses. Maybe. Even blame. I stepped outside. Cold air hit my face. And for the first time in days, maybe weeks, I could breathe properly. I pulled out my phone, looked at the screen, then turned it off, just like that silence. I thought I'd feel better. That's the truth. I thought there would. be some kind of satisfaction, like I had won. But standing there, alone, I realized something. There was no winner. There was just an ending. And strangely, that was enough. No more guessing. No more pretending. No more being the guy who trusts too much. I wasn't angry anymore. Just clear. And that clarity felt better than revenge ever could. I started walking. No destination. No plan. Just forward. Because sometimes the strongest thing you can do is stop being the person they were counting on you to stay. And finally become someone who knows when to leave.